Hello, Cassidy here from naturalselectionblog.com. I'm here today with a new wash and go tutorial. Previously when I used to do my wash and goes, it was really simple, really fast, just used my hands, but I'm kind of doing a more thorough technique because it allows me to keep my wash and goes for longer. So let's get started. I'm going to be using alligator clips to section off my hair, my Ouidad double detangler brush, and today we're going to be using DevaCurl Heaven and Hair. I just reviewed this on my website, or included it in a roundup of 3-in-1 products because this one actually works as a leave-in conditioner, moisturizer, styler, and a deep conditioner. So it's a lot of really good uses packed into one product, and I've got great results from it. So step one is to apply the product. So we are going to go here. I just got out of the shower and I washed my hair using DevaCurl cleansing cream and deep conditioned it using DevaCurl weekly deep treatment. So my hair is actually pretty wet, like it's dripping all over me still. So I'm starting on a pretty wet head of hair. I can feel that my hair is in really nice condition right now. And that's nice. So that means the product will go on nicely. So I'm going to use about this much product for my first section, emulsify it in my hands, and apply it. Just smoothing it on at first. It's got a great smell and a lot of slip, and I really like it. So I'm going to kind of use my fingers to pull the product through, and then I'm going to use the double detangler to distribute it even more. So again, this technique is killing a lot of birds with one stone because it's all of the products I want. It's also detangling my hair, and it's also applying, getting the product really well distributed through my hair. It also pulls out all the shed hairs. As you can see, I can kind of grab those at the end. So trying to get the shed hairs off. So as you can see, it kind of forms some clumping action as it goes through, and that's great. So I can do this pretty quickly actually because you know, I don't think that it needs to be super precise, and you'll see in step 3 why that is. So just again, I'm gonna smooth it onto this section, then use my comb to start from the ends of the hair, detangling it, and then going higher to pull, whoops, good catch, right? To pull the product all the way through and evenly distribute it from root to tip as it pulls out my shed hair. Awesome. Great. So, you know, we're going to do this throughout the entire head of hair. As I said, this product has a lot of slip to it, which is why I keep dropping stuff. So again, it's about this much. That might even be a little bit much, honestly, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. I first learned about this Deva product. It's called Heaven and Hair, and it's got kupuasu butter and murumuru butter and shea butters in it, which give it a lot of hold as well as sheen. So that kind of acts as the styling agent as well as the sealer in the product. And I just love how the comb helps to pull it through and define it. So it's funny because I actually have a mixed relationship with kupuasu. It is a really popular ingredient in products these days, but you know, people probably generally don't know what in the hee-haw kupuasu butter is. I've had it before. It is a fruit that is found in the Amazon in Brazil, and it's a really popular fruit down there, and people love to eat it, and they love to eat it as a fruit, raw, whatever. I think it is probably one of the nastiest tasting things I've ever put into my mouth before. I think it's foul and I hated eating it, and anytime somebody was like, oh, would you like some cupuaçu juice? I was like, no, absolutely not. So I learned that lesson the hard way on a trip to Brazil. So, you know, my thing about it is it's great for the hair. Glad that it's showing up in all these products, but I would avoid at all costs eating it if I were you. Well, I don't know. Try it out if you ever get a chance. Who knows? You might like it. And if you like it, let me know. I feel the same way about papayas. I think they're nasty, but a lot of people do like them. Here I am talking about fruit, exotic fruits, when I should be talking about hair. One last thing on exotic fruits though, acai. Also a really popular extract berry from the Amazon that's showing up in not only a lot of hair products these days, but also a lot of food products. That one I am a full supporter of. I think that it is a little bit overpriced in the States, but it is also delicious. And if you ever see it hanging from a tree in a different country, again, a Brazilian Amazon, or maybe even the Amazon on the other side, it kind of looks like a really crappy weave. And because it hangs in like these big bunches that look like a bag of hair, and I'll try to put I think I have put a picture up on my blog before of it. It's pretty funny, pretty funny. Sorry, I dropped a clip down there, but as you can see, we're on the back section of hair. I've got this cut, and so it actually makes styling a lot easier because I don't have as much hair and my back sections are shorter. So that's nice. And then for the parts that are really short back here, I kind of just run my fingers through, but we'll do that at the end. And it's really helpful. I'm going to add a little bit more product to this side, to this section I mean. The two things that are making this process go a lot easier, I think, are these clips, because they are so useful in helping you keep track of where you're going and keeping your hair in sections, which is nice. Also, this comb that I find has helped me reduce my detangling time in half. Like, I've got a buttload of hair, and it allows me to just pull it through. Also catching shed hairs. I'm going to pull those out of the comb, so how much shed hair we have there. Okay, we'll do this top section here. Yeah, you can totally feel the difference in condition of the section with the product on and without. I mean, this Heaven and Hair has such phenomenal slip. I really, really like it. And it's a cool consistency because it's pretty creamy, but it also is a little bit translucent. So it kind of has a sort of gel-like. So it's in between a heavy cream and a gel. And I appreciate that about it because it's not terribly heavy. It's not too light. I am like the Goldilocks with this product. It is just right for me. All right, so that section's done. All right, so I'm going to pull out the clips. Give it a little shake. So there is my hair all producty. So now I'm going to kind of use my fingers to go back through and finger comb and kind of smooth and reclump my curls back together. Because sometimes the combing has that effect that it will break up my curls. So by doing this pulling and smoothing the product through with my fingers allows me to reform the texture. If you're feeling really ambitious, you can also add a little bit more product to the end, but I don't think it needs it because I did kind of over product it. But as you can see, you can see some product, but my head's not totally white. It's this happy medium between, so that I know when it dries, it'll dry clear. So can you kind of see how these front pieces are coming together as I smooth my fingers through them? And it's great, and it makes it really easy, the fact that I detangled thoroughly to do this finger styling aspect of it. This is really just such a cool product, and it lasts for days. I think the last time I used it, I had a wash and go for the same wash and go for about 5 days. The key with any wash and go to maintaining it is to how you sleep on it at night. Like, the absolute key. So if you sleep with it just out in the open, chances are you're going to have less lasting, a shorter lasting wash and go than if you protect it and go to measures at night to keep it stretched. And in a bonnet, bonnets and scrunchies are my favorite for nighttime. So it's kind of my go-to thing there. I'll show you guys my bedtime routine sometime, not a problem. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's end of summer, I've been traveling a lot, and my tips are like bright brown. I have a kind of an uneven hair color, but it's like the natural highlights coming out. We've gotten a lot of sun. We've gotten a lot of sun this summer. Well, I don't know if I have. It's really cold in San Francisco, so whatever. Okay, so now that everything's done, like, I'm gonna shake it out just to give it, my final form. So this is it. So I have a couple options here. I can just let it air dry, which is fine, and keep fluffing it throughout the day. Here's the back, by the way. There's still some pieces back there that are still sad from my Dominican blowout. I like this piece. What is that piece doing? I can let it air dry and keep fluffing throughout the day, or I can use my hooded dryer and dry it most of the way, which is probably what I'll do while I watch my computer. So I'll do a follow-up video once all is said and dried to just show you the final results. Thanks, enjoy.